Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Start clapping. KWWL! Kiddies World with Lola. Fun, educating, and inspiring. Oh yes, Happy New Month. Happy New Month. Welcome to the month of March. As in, when did we start the year? And it's already the third year and going. Wow. Well, thank God for sparing our lives. Welcome to a fresh episode of the show Kiddies World with Lola, a fun, inspiring, and educating children and teenagers program showing right here on Western Spring Television, Channel 190 DTT. Children, how are you today? Wow, I am so glad to know you're fine. And to those of you watching from home, how are you as well? I trust you're fine. I hope you're healthy and well, just like we over here. Thank you so much for joining us today on this fresh episode of Kiddies World with Lola. On this educating, fun, and inspiring children and teenagers program, which is Kiddies World with Lola, we have interesting segments that will glue you to your TV set. They are inspiring and they're going to educate you as well. Segments like the teaching segment where Lola teaches and you learn. Trust me, you learn every time you watch Kiddies World with Lola. And let me also say that we have the interview segment where we interview talented, smart, special children doing amazing things. Like today, I tell you, the special guest today is one smart, beautiful, intelligent TikToker. You're going to meet her very soon. We also have the teaching segment where I'm going to be teaching today. And of course, we have the interesting game segment. And so I'd like to say a warm welcome to our audience from Schoool in Oshogo. Put your hands together for yourself. Yes, those are smart, intelligent pupils of Schoool. You look so good. I mean, I love your energy and your vibe. Thank you for coming on the program today. Come on, put your hands together for yourself one more time. All right. From wherever you're watching, dear friends, I want you to do what? Fasten your seatbelts and let's go. Don't change that channel because Kiddies World with Lola will be right back. Welcome back. All right, today, like I said, there is teaching segment, and today I want to teach how to stay safe in school and at home. Of course, we are children, and sometimes we can't help but behave like children. I mean, we have limited power. We cannot even take good care of ourselves sometimes. But, some general tips for staying safe at home and staying safe in school would not be a bad idea. After all, mommy and daddy will not be with us in our different schools. So we need to take good care of ourselves and protect ourselves from harm and danger. And so I'm going to be teaching you as children how to stay safe while in school and while you are at home. First, you must know that it's important to be aware of your surroundings and pay good attention to any potential hazards. Many of us children do not even know what is by our left-hand side or what is by our right-hand side. You just know where you are. Some of us don't even know where we are. Like, okay, what's the color of the item on your right-hand side? What is exactly opposite to your house, beside your house? Sometimes as children, we don't even pay attention to it. What about things around us in the school environment? We need to pay attention to it. Okay, how tall is that swing that is on the playground? How close is the building that is just beside our school? You need to know all of these things so as to see ahead of any potential danger or hazards. Now, this includes things like making sure that there are working smoke alarm in the home. I know that in Africa, in some part of Africa or some part of Nigeria, as it might be, there might not be anything like a smoke alarm. And in case you have one in the house and you don't know what it is, a smoke alarm is usually like a camera. It's like a white plastic, round in shape, and you'll find them on the roof. So if you look up at the roof of your building, you will see these things, okay? They're not, most times we think they're camera, but they're not camera. We mostly have them in places like kitchen, like the sitting room sometimes. They are meant to detect when there is smoke. So when the smoke is so much, it triggers the alarm and it goes boo, 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 boo. Okay, so these are things you should pay attention to as children. Also, you have to be careful with matches and lighters and avoid dangerous places in the neighborhood. Yes, if there are some corner that you know can be dark, all right, or lonely, you need to avoid them. It's one way to keep yourself safe. And at school, yes, let's talk about school. It's important to follow the rules and listen to your teachers. Sometimes you get to school and then your teacher says on the assembly, this particular swing should not be used today. That is because we have seen a potential hazard or danger. Some of you, will still say, what is wrong with this swing? The swing is okay. I said play with it yesterday, Joe. Why did they say we should not play on the swing? No, you need to listen to every rule that is made in your school and also listen to your teachers. Okay? Now, you should also be at alert for any sign of danger, such as strangers or unusual noises. Some of you, when you are engrossed in play, you don't even hear anything around you again. Or sometimes when we are watching the television at home, you should still be sensitive to things going on around you. Some of you will not even perceive when any food is burning on the fire. And mom will be like, maybe from the next house, mom can perceive that something is burning in the house. And you are in the sitting room close to the kitchen cannot even perceive or see any smoke. Why? Because you are busy playing your PS4 or PS5. You are busy playing, watching television. No, you need to be aware of things happening around you. All right. So now let me talk about some specific safety tips for you as children and teenager watching or listening to this program right now. At home, children should know how to call their parent in an emergency, and they should know their address and phone number. Yes, some of you unfortunately don't know your parents' phone number. I mean, that is so sad. What if there is something happening and there is a house phone and you don't even know your parents' phone number? You should know your parents' phone number, and you should also know some emergency number, okay? Now, for parents that are watching this program, I will encourage you to ensure that your phone numbers are in places where you have told your children they will be. I mean, you may not want to make your phone number public like that, but maybe you just agree to put it somewhere where you have discussed with your children. So in case of any emergency, they can go to such a place and copy your number from there and ring you, okay? Now, children should also know not to answer the door for strangers. I mean, many of us as children, once we just hear, ko, 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 who is that? You're asking, who is that? And you're already opening the door. Who does that? Who is that? It's me. Me is not a name. That's what I say to people. I said, it is only God that is me. I am that I am, right? You're not I am that I am. So you have to say your name. It is Tola. It is Mr. Philip. And if mommy didn't tell you that anyone was going to come, don't open the door for any stranger. You see how, this has put so many children in trouble and has even made so many parents lose their dear little children. So you should note that if you have strangers at the door, do not answer them. Do not open the door for them without getting permission from your parent, okay? So tell an adult if someone tries to get you to any place alone. So someone just says to you, hey, how are you? And it might even be someone you know. And the person just says, come, follow me. And you're like, where are we going? You should ask. Don't just say, okay, no. Where are we going? We're going down the road. Okay, hold on. Let me tell my mom. Hold on. Let me tell my brother. Don't go anywhere with anyone without letting anybody know. You get the gist? So if you're going out, ensure that you don't go by yourself. Make sure that you go with someone, okay? And if you're going, ensure that somebody knows where you are going. Is that clear, children? Now, listen up. As a child, you should also know to stay away from hot stoves or ovens, okay? Stay away from it. I know you want to learn how to cook, but you have to stay away from hot stoves or ovens and other dangerous appliances in the house. Remember your children. You might not be able to operate all of these appliances, okay? You want to check the oven to be sure that mommy's cooking is well done. Call an adult to assist you. Because as you open the oven, what if the heat just, clouds your face and that can burn you? So ensure that you stay away from hot stoves, ovens, especially electronic appliances in the house. Now let me talk about school environment. As a child, you should know who to talk to if you ever feel unsafe. So maybe all of a sudden you're just scared. You're in the school environment, but you've seen something that is scary. You should know who to talk to. It might be your teacher. It might be maybe your school counselor. It might even be your proprietor. Just ensure that you have someone to talk to. If you want to know, just go to your class teacher and say, okay, if I feel scared or I see something scary, who should I tell? You can just ask the question, okay? Because you need to be aware of what to do in case you feel unsafe. Every child should also know what to do in case of an emergency. Now, if you operate a school or you're a school administrator or a school teacher, let me ask you this question. Have you ever tried like emergency practice? Okay, how to evacuate a building? Have you done that with your student? Have you practiced that? I mean, it is done in the Western, countries like overseas, but it's something that we should also do here in Africa. Tell children what to do in case of an emergency, okay? And when we get into rainy season, what should children do in case there is flooding? What should they do? So in case there is a fire sparking in the classroom, what should they do? So as a school or school management should ensure that the children or pupils in their school or students in their school know what to do in case of emergency. And of course, you can also ask your teacher what you can do, all right, in case there is an emergency or something that needs immediate attention that is dangerous that you have seen. So I have made that example earlier, like evacuate a building. How do we run out of this place? How do we run out of the school library? How do we get out of the school environment? Should something be happening? Okay, we'd all don't pray for bad things to happen or casualty or any form of evil. But you see, in this world, things happen. So we need to get prepared and be knowledgeable about what to do. All right, children, okay, should also know where to, in every place, building, or areas, or in it, maybe market or school or church, anywhere it is, there are always places we call the safe zones. So these safe zones are where you can be in any emergency that will ensure that you're safe. I mean, if you're in this kind of places that I call the safe zones, you're not likely to be in any kind of trouble. So we should know where those safe zones are, okay? So for instance, if there's a classroom, A teacher should be able to tell the children where the safe zone is. So if you're here, don't worry, you'll always be fine. So we need to know safe zones. Even in our homes, we need to know safe zones. And let me also say this to school authorities, okay? It's important for children to practice emergency drills regularly. Yes, let them know what to do in the event of maybe fire, flooding, earthquake, whatever it is. Let them know what to do. It's not that you're calling or you're presuming something bad will happen, but it's just good to be well prepared, okay? So when you see, for instance, when you see a case of shootout, what do? When you're walking and you hear boo, 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 as a child, do you even know what to do? If you see a fatal accident, all right, and then somebody, they say, oh, maybe a car accident, and, it's so close to you and you can see, should you do? I know many of us as children now, especially teenagers that have phone, will just bring out our camera and will not start recording. That is not the first thing to do, my dear children, okay? The first thing is to ensure you run to a safe place. Run to a safe place. It's not the time to become, journalist and you say, oh, maybe I'll have lots of followers on my Instagram or TikTok page. No. If you're not an adult, you might not be able to handle that. So in case you see a shootout or, if it's a shootout, what do? Do you even know? You lie flat. That's what you should do. You lie flat, okay, in case because there are stray bullets. I don't know if you've heard about that. People that are just going on their own and then the bullets will just hit them. You don't want to be a victim of that. So in case, anytime, anywhere, there's a shootout of guns, you just lie flat wherever you are, okay? And if it is a fire accident, ensure that you evacuate the place, you leave the place immediately. Children, teenagers, daddy, mommies, teacher, school authorities, I hope I have been able to highlight some safety tips for you today. Ensure you engage them, children, in your day-to-day activities. Okay, we'll go on a short break right now, and when we return, we're going to be having this wonderful, talented children from Funlord School entertaining us with some musical with their flute. Don't go anywhere. Kiddies World with Lola. We'll be right back.
What's cute, harmless, and depends on its mother for food and protection? Well, me of course, but also a shy little creature called the pangolin. Hundreds of thousands of pangolins are hunted and killed every year just for their meat and scales. If we continue this way, the pangolins will soon disappear. We can't allow this to happen. Tell your families and friends to say no to illegal bushmeat from pangolins and other protected animals. Keep them wild. Keep us safe.
Ahmadu Bello, a Prince Royal, was born 6th of December 1910 at Raba Village, Sokoto, northwestern Nigeria. His father was a district head and heir apparent to the Sultanate throne from the house of Usmanu Danfodio, a religious and social reformer who brought the Habib dynasty under the Fulani Caliphate in the beginning of the 19th century. Ahmadu Bello raised the bar of political consciousness in participation when, in 1944, he engineered the establishment of the Northern People's Congress (NPC) as the first political party in northern Nigeria and the rallying point for politicians in the region before independence. History will not forget Ahmadu Bello for his charisma and political sagacity, which provided easy passage for his kinsmen to assume political and administrative positions in Nigeria's post-independence era. The distinguished elder statesman and Sardauna of Sokoto has his face on his country's 200 naira currency as a mark of honor to one of the architects of Nigeria's independence. Western Spring Television identifies Ahmadu Bello as a watershed character in history.
All right, welcome back. This is Kiddies World with Lola. And so I have these wonderful pupils from Funload School in Oshogo, and they are my guests today. And of course, they're going to be blowing some musical, tunes to our ears. They're talented and they're good at what they do. So I want you to just relax and then enjoy the musicals. Are you all ready? Okay. Wow. Wow, very good. Another one. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Okay, you know it? Wow, wow. 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 Da 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 da. Wow. Wow. Can we have one more, please? One more. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Da 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 da. Hey. You can be dancing too. Hey. One more time. One more time. Hey. Wow. Wow. Oh. Wow. Wow. Put your hands together for them. And man, that was a wonderful rendition. And they were playing it so effortlessly. I'm not even sure I can play. Well, I don't know, but please put your hands together for them one more time. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, we'll go on a short break right now. And then when we return, we're going to have another guest. I mean, my TikToker. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Gastronomy, films, and music are well known throughout Africa. But when our wildlife is in crisis, it is bad for our reputation. We are losing our lions, elephants, and gorillas. But Nigeria can change that if we say no to illegal bushmeat and report wildlife crime. Because poaching steals from us all.
Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was an anti-apartheid activist who gave his all for the elimination of what has been described as the world's most vicious rule of the unjust and man's inhumanity against man. He was born July 18, 1918 in Mvezo, South Africa. Educated and trained as a successful legal practitioner, he took up the gauntlet of a human activist against segregation by the minority white supremacists in South Africa. At the climax of his trial for treason, orchestrated by the minority South African government, the great crusader for democratic equality was prepared to pay the supreme sacrifice to establish majority rule in his native land. He told white jurists that if achieving freedom for his people was worth his life, he was prepared to die. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in Robben Island, described as the most notorious prison in the world. It was from this same prison that he came out as a free man to assume office as South Africa's first black president in 1994. Western Spring Television identifies Nelson Mandela as a watershed character in history.
All right, you're welcome back. This is still Kiddies World with Lola, and I hope you enjoy that flute rendition. I mean, it was just sweetening my body. Okay, so right about now, I am with this wonderful, smart, beautiful princess, and it's her first time on the show, actually, but then we've had Corridor. We've had Korede, you know, quite a number of times. Okay, but for those of you who are just meeting Korede for the first time, let me introduce Korede to you. Hello, everyone. This is Korede Adetunji. Korede, say hello to everyone.
Hello, guys.
Okay, all right then. So yes, now to my special guest. Here is my special guest. Don't worry. Okay, so you're going to tell everyone your name. Huh? So look at everyone and tell them your name. So what is your name?
My name is Adenuga Inyoluwa Vanessa.
Hey, Adenuga Inyoluwa Vanessa. So it happened that during the week I was in a school, and then the teacher said to me, hey, Lola, I want you to meet a girl. And I was wondering, okay, what's so special about her? And then I heard that this girl, Inyoluwa, tell everybody your age. How old are you?
7.
Inyoluwa is 7, no? And Inyoluwa is a TikToker. Some of you don't even know what TikTok is. So Inyoluwa will be telling us about TikTok. A journey into TikTok. How she has started making money on TikTok. The amount she wants to make on TikTok. I mean, 7-year-old already, like, I mean, when I watched the videos, I was like, hey, way, you know, saying, follow me on my TikTok page. Hey, you daddies, you mommies. So anyways, let me not just, you know, go beyond my boundary. Inyoluwa here is a TikToker. And for how long have you been making TikTok videos, Inyoluwa? How long ago? Is it last year? Is it 2 years ago? Is it just last week? When did you start making TikTok videos? This week? Last week. And then I saw some of your videos before last week on your TikTok page, right? What's your TikTok page, by the way? What is your name on TikTok? Sweet. Hey! You have to speak louder for me, Vanessa, okay? So that's Inyoluwa. And let me ask you again, because it seems I'm the only one listening to you. Now, what is your TikTok name?
Sweet Vanessa.
Sweet Vanessa. Why is it not Sugary Vanessa? Like, who gave you that name, by the way? Who gave you the name? You know, you have promised me that you are going to tell me the truth, isn't it? So who gave you that name? So whose phone do you use to make your TikTok videos? Your tablet. Hey. Now, you know, I know that when you were born as a baby, you didn't know anything called TikTok. So how did you know about TikTok? Tell everyone. How did you know about TikTok? Tell us. How did you know about it? Who taught you? Who taught you how to make TikTok? Tell me now. Your mommy. And do you love doing it? You love doing it? Are you sure? Okay, so what do you usually talk about? Do one for us, like one of your videos on TikTok. Can you do it for us now? What you said on the TikTok. Can you do it for us? What do you like talking about on TikTok? You have to speak. Speak in your lower. When I, you know, let everyone know. So what do you talk about on your TikTok page? Yeah? Yeah, now. So you're now camera shy of me. When you stand in front of your own, I'm going to play some of the videos. You see yourself. So now you want to do like you're a gentle girl here. And of course, your video didn't say gentle girl. By the way, how many followers do you have now on your TikTok page? Say it louder, please. 49. You have 49 followers. I don't even think I have 49 followers on my own TikTok account. And you already have 49 followers in how many days? So it must be that your content is engaging, like it makes people laugh. What kind of video do you like to do? Is it the one that will make people laugh or the one that will teach people something? Which one do you like to make? You have speak up, darling. Yeah, so what have you taught on your TikTok page before? What have you taught people before? Have you taught anything on your TikTok page? Okay. Now let me just bust you a little bit. We're going to be watching some of Inyoluwa's TikTok videos. Then you'll be able to see with me that she's just doing camo on this show. But anyway, let's see some of Inyoluwa's video right now. You see what I'm talking about. All right, let's see.
impress. And I want to carry my love to a place she loves. Loving you, they make me forget, say I get problem. By the end of the night, enter bathroom pressure. I want to flex my love, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love to a place she loves. I want to impress, and I want to carry my love. If I ever hurt you, girl, I'm sorry. Oh, my baby, no go leave me for lose a day. My Annabella say now only you they turn me on. But I know send carry my money, make we go find it. Baby, waiting so cold, touch my wicked point, oh. Make them throw me punch, say me I go take it so cold. Leave them, make them talk, oh. Make them talk rumors, so make them throw me punch, say me I go take it so cold. Baby, make you no do go, oh, you take anything where you want, I be talk and do money too long, you get back to. I know say you dey feel me, so no good the mess, girl, you dey reason me one kind, any day pay me, oh, any day pay me. Now cash where you want, I go way below.
Hey, did you see something? Did you see? No, was I the only one that saw that? Corey, did you also see that as well?
I saw it.
I mean, this is somebody evil twerking, no? She's not forming like a gentle girl here. I mean, wait now. Wait. What is all the, like, is it this small yansh? Eh? And you were doing like this, like this, like this. Anyways, let's talk about this, Corey. Now, I know that some social media apps, okay, they give you money. Like when you have a lot of followers, okay, they begin to pay you. Now, was that what you wanted to do? You want to have plenty of followers so that TikTok will start giving you money. Is that why you are doing the videos? Or you are just catching your own fun? Which one? Okay, Korede, what do you think? I know that Inioluwa is not the only child, okay, that engages in creating content, well, you know, creating content and, you know, on even some other social media platforms. What are your thoughts about that, Korede? Or maybe Korede also creates content, we don't know.
So I really like the fact that
Okay.
she's exposed to
This
TikTok very
early.
quickly.
Okay.
It is going to like make her stand out
Okay.
from her classmates. As,
Really? Of course, she stood out because of all her classmates now. She's the one that we have brought on this TV.
and she might be the only TikToker in her class, which gives her
A upper hand, kind of.
yes,
A leverage, you know.
and away not like away from her classmates, but like she's the most
Sociable?
yes.
Sociable, maybe. Okay, so you don't think it's a bad idea?
I don't think so.
Okay, and I also think that it can help a child to, you know, become confident, especially for some children. So, because what this means for me is that maybe Inioluwa can be quiet at sometimes because she's really forming the quiet type right now. But I know that she's not that quiet. And, you know, she's doing all of the moves, all of the dance. I'm sure she's a good dancer too. And she's just confident of herself. Her esteem is also high. She's not thinking, oh, I'm not beautiful. I cannot let anyone see my face. Of course, she's proud and confident of herself. However, what are the safety tips to doing this, in your own opinion? How can we do it safely?
Over guiding it.
Okay.
And I think that TikTok is a very good app because at the beginning,
Yes.
when you download TikTok, it brings like pictures, a very long roll of them, and that goes what type of things do you want TikTok
to be bringing to you. Okay, so you can choose what you want to see.
Yes.
Oh,
and
good.
some parents think that TikTok just brings anything on
You
your
can
child's
decide.
phone. It is your child's like
choice.
So you pick the things. It brings good, and it also brings bad.
The bad
things.
ones.
So you pick
the good ones. Okay, so with that you can be safe using TikTok,
yes,
right?
and on our iPad too. My dad did it for me. There's this app, parental control.
Okay.
So like they can download it to guide
the child as well.
She does on the iPad too.
Okay, fantastic. So we should just, I should just keep cruising. That, in your own opinion?
Yes.
Hey, so if I say you should also make a TikTok, will you love to?
No.
Because you're shy? Or because you don't know how to dance?
Maybe.
Okay, yes, of course. I am also of the opinion that, well, there are quite a number of kids that are doing great things. I mean, they have this talent, this special skill that can be put out there to the world. Who knows? Who knows? So it's not a bad idea, but just like Korede had said, we should ensure that we supervise them and ensure that they are doing it safely. They're not exposed to anything that can, damage their esteem or, open them up to dangerous stuff at the early age or stage of their life. Okay, so I just think that it's a good thing. It's a good thing, even though when we were growing up we didn't have that privilege. Or no, but okay, I hope it will not also distract. Can it be distracting, Korede?
Yes.
How?
It has everything in this world. To me, has the good side
and the bad side, of course.
So the bad side is that anything, she's too
she's 7-year-old.
Yes, she's young, but everything is addictive.
So we don't want to make it become an addiction. Go and wash the plate. Mommy, I'm doing TikTok. Go and read your books. Mommy, no, I'm doing TikTok. So when we get to that point, it's an addiction. Okay, I'm not eating. I just want to do addiction. I mean, I just want to do TikTok,
yes.
So yes, we don't want to get to that point, but we can showcase our skill, our talent on those apps. That's not the only one. There are quite a number of them. And I know some parents, of course, whatever is valued to you is what will guide your decisions and your choices in life, including what you choose for your children. Why we have some people that will think that, no, this is good. It will help my child to be confident. It will help, my child to develop his or her talent. We might have another school of thought that, no, anything fun. But then, in my own opinion, you cannot really rule out phone usage, technology out of children's life, because most of the assignment they even do these days they are research based, and so they have to check one or two things, and they have to use the internet. But of course they can do it and do it safely. Oluwa, a million thanks to you for coming on the show today, even though you have decided to camo me. But don't worry, we'll soon be out of here. I'll camo you back. You know what that means? Give me a high five. Thank you for coming. And Korede Adetsuji, thank you for being my right hand. Oh, you're sitting on my left, actually, but I'm sure you're my right hand girl. Okay? Thank you so much. At least we are not eating anything dog meat today. No, we're not. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I would like to say a million thanks to all my beautiful audience from Funlol School, Funlol Nursery and Primary School in Oshogbo. Thank you so much, Funlol School, for coming on the show today. And I really must say that you made today beautiful. And for the flute rendition, I mean, that was awesome. Thank you so much. And I would like to say thank you to everyone watching us right now, those that will even watch us later. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kiddies World with Lola. I hope that you have been inspired, entertained, and you've had fun. Thank you so much for watching and joining us today. All right, so until next week, next time when I come across your screen again, ensure that you keep it well. Children, don't forget, you should ensure that you stay safe. Don't forget, people, that we have our YouTube channel, which is Western Spring Television. You can watch live episode of all our programs, including Kiddies World with Lola. And on Star Times, we are there sitting on channel 190 DTT. Until next time, keep being amazing. Goodbye.